Hi guys, it's so interesting how Brexiteers have given up their quest to find Brexit benefits and have decided just to hell with that. What we're going to do is we're going to try and look for whatever we can to convince the public not to rejoin the European Union. So as polls point to less and less support for Brexit and more support for rejoining the European Union, Brexiteers like Matt Goodwin and others are getting a bit nervous. So instead of actually presenting benefits of Brexit, because they probably can't, what they're doing is they're saying, no, the UK should not rejoin the European Union, and here are some of the reasons. Okay, so this is what he posted on Twitter. It's tempting for many to think Britain will rejoin the EU, but it won't happen. Then at the end he says it'll happen in probably the next 50 years. Maybe after 50 years. But he says at the beginning it won't happen. Anyway, argument to average voter. So he says, first, you won't get an opt-out, any opt-outs. Okay, well, we don't know that. The negotiations between a future British government and the EU have not even begun. So opt-outs could be part of that discussion. The EU may say, no, you'll have no opt-outs, or there may be some opt-out. We don't know. So I don't know why he's so determined to say there will be no opt-outs. It's possible that there won't be opt-outs. But it's possible there could be some opt-outs. We don't know yet. You'll have to pay tens of millions, okay, as opposed to £100 billion a year deficit to the UK economy as a direct result of Brexit. So on the one side you have £100 billion lost, and on the other side you'd have £10 million or tens of millions of pounds paid in to have access to the single market. Okay. I don't think economics is a strong point. You'll most likely have to join the euro. Okay, I mentioned this before. The euro will be a requirement, but how many countries in Europe have signed up to the euro but not actually implemented it? So yes, in a sense, politically, it will be difficult to sell to the British public, and I've mentioned this before. But I think as we move further with Brexit, people are going to look at Brexit and say, okay, we may have to give up the pound, but that's a price worth paying to actually have a functioning economy, a growing economy. The next one, you'll have even more immigration. Okay. Immigration has increased since Brexit, Matt. I don't know if you know that. And why is immigration a bad thing when businesses, many sectors, the NHS, care, hospitality, farming, are crying out for labour? So if you have more immigration, you'd be able to fill those empty slots and you'd be able to grow the economy. But if you're a racist and a bigot, of course, you're going to be against more immigration. You'll no longer be a self-governing nation. That's a pile of crap. The UK was a self-governing nation when it was a member of the European Union. You'll no longer be able to diverge. I think what he's talking here about is on trade, or maybe on standards. If the UK was a member of the European Union as part of the single market, it would reduce paperwork. That's what businesses want. Businesses are not that worried about standards. They want to be able to sell into the single market. They want to sell to their nearest market. So this would actually be a good thing, being closer to EU standards, because diverging creates more paperwork. Maybe, importing and exporting isn't his strong point either. You'll no longer be quick and nimble. Example, vaccines. Okay, well, we saw already that was being debunked. You'll join a bloc grappling with the refugee crisis. I thought the UK had a refugee crisis, so okay. You'll join a bloc divided north-south financially. Well, many countries are divided north-south financially, or east-west financially. For example, in Ireland, the richer east and the poorer west. In France, the richer south, the poorer north. In Italy, it's the reverse, the richer north and the poorer south. But that's been the case long before EU membership. So I'm not sure what he's talking about there. Like, you can go to many countries around the world, and you have the richer area and the poorer area dividing that. They're dividing the country. So this has nothing to do with the European Union. Then he says, you'll join a bloc divided east-west culturally. I don't see that either being a problem, because the UK is a Western nation. It's a Western European nation, so the UK would join countries like France, Germany. Is this an issue? Yes, potentially it's an issue. Perhaps the UK could lead on this, or maybe not. You join a bloc with populist division on the rise. Okay, and Britain, is populist division not on the rise in Britain too? You be closer to riotous France. I really don't get this one. The UK is close to France. Does he not understand geography? You'll be soon joined by Albania, Serbia, and Bosnia. Yes, so we want to hate on people from other countries, especially Eastern European ones. Because racists and bigots would be very angry to see people from Albania, Serbia, and Bosnia coming to Britain under freedom of movement. And then he makes his prediction, won't happen in the next 50 years. So maybe 51 years. Oh God. So Brexiteers now have moved on from trying to defend Brexit, trying to find the benefits of Brexit, to saying, well, we're not going to rejoin the European Union. And here are a number of reasons why we shouldn't join the European Union. Most of them are crap. Some of them are potentially political problems. But I think if politicians care, they can resolve a lot of them. But at the moment, the UK is suffering economically because of Brexit, and nobody's providing any benefits for Brexit. So the natural flow of traffic is to rejoin the European Union. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.